Hey guys, excited to be with you all here today. I've decided to name our little Tuesday chats Talkative Tuesdays because I'm not really the most talkative person if you know me. So on Tuesdays I'm going to be talkative for you and just hoping to connect with you guys in a little bit of a different way and have some answers to questions that we hear on a regular basis that now we can have on our blog and on YouTube and places where it's easy to find answers to some of your questions. So if you have questions you would like me to answer during our live broadcasts, just put them in the comments below or email them to me as things come up and I hear frequently asked questions. Throughout the week I am hoping to address them and give some answers here that could be helpful to everybody. So today we are talking a little bit, starting with our heartfelt motivations. I know it's been 2 weeks since I talked a little bit about our devotion focus here, and last week we had the fun announcement of our winter concert, so I kind of have 2 weeks to catch up with you guys on that. And my heart in this is just to allow you to know what we're talking about here, so if your dancer hasn't gotten a chance to hear it, or if it's something that could help you or your dancer when you're discussing things at the studio, then you've got a little insight on what we're talking about. So with our theme for August and going in, now that we are in September, is excellence. We talked last time about excellence versus perfection and how those two differ. And so today I'm focusing on a quote from Hal Elrod that wrote The Miracle Morning. And there's a quote from him that says, "I give up being perfect for being authentic." And so I've been talking with our upper division companies a little bit about being authentic the last couple weeks, and that is something that is important on Caleb and my heart, especially in the performing arts realm, if we're going to be putting ourselves on stage and dancing emotional pieces, to really make sure it's something that comes from our hearts and touches our hearts as well. And so today I just encourage you to give up being perfect and that image of being perfect and whatever else you feel like you need to be in this social media driven world, for being authentic and being who you are and honest and real in conversations with people. And that's what we're talking with our dancers a lot about, is being authentic in the way that we relate to one another and authentic in our dancing and our motivation behind our dancing. And so the other thing we're talking about also is being excellent together, and our theme for this year is better together with our companies and our staff. And so we're talking about how can we be excellent in a group and being excellent together. And so one of the ways we're trying to do that with our dancers and with our staff is how can we catch each other winning. It's really easy to go into situations and to find everything you don't like about a situation, to find people that drive you crazy or things that drive you crazy and annoy you. But how can we go into situations when we come to dance class, when we're in situations with our friends, and find people winning at things, find things about them we can celebrate and we can let them know, hey, you were awesome at this. And I'm excited about this in your life. And so this has been something that's huge for us, seeing a change in the culture here and with the dancers. Also as a parent with my son, how can I catch him winning at things and really make all those little things a huge celebration. And so that's another encouragement to you, and that's something we're talking about here, is how can we catch one another, and that turns our hearts into a place of being grateful, of having gratitude, and it just changes your outlook on the whole situation when you're looking for the good in people and you're looking for the good in things. And it allows others to speak into your life as well. Once you've spoken into them the positive that you see, they speak back into you that same thing. So that's a little bit of our devotion that has been going on here, some of our heartfelt motivation. The question we have for this week, that now that we're about a month into class, that we see a lot with, is hair. And so I just want to talk with you guys a little bit today. Why is hair important for dance class? Why do dancers usually wear their hair in buns? And some easy hacks, some tricks for you guys that are coming straight from school to get into dance class, how you can do that and not make it a big ordeal that takes forever and still have a bun or a hairstyle that will stay up easily. So hair is usually pulled up in dance class to get get it off the face. We usually say off the face, neck, and shoulders. And that is so that teachers, especially in our upper division, so maybe ages 9 and up, we do start requiring the buns for intro to ballet ages 7 to 9, but really in our upper division, in that intro age group as well. We get the hair up off the face and neck so that the teacher can see the alignment of their spine. And just because when you're moving, you don't want your hair whacking you everywhere. And so something we really start working on at that 7 and up age group is spotting and learning how to turn. And that requires you to whip your head. And so if your hair is in a ponytail or it's down, a lot of times you get whacked in the face. If you're going to do it correctly, you're going to get whacked in the face with your hair. And so that's one of several reasons. You just want to get it up and neatly pulled away to where it's not going to fall down when you're jumping and dancing. So not only does it's more comfortable for the dancer so that it's not whacking them in the face all the time, or what I'll see is if it's not secure enough or it's down, they'll actually not learn the spotting technique correctly because they're trying to keep themselves from getting hit in the face. But then it also allows the teacher to see the correct alignment of their spine into their shoulder blade area to make sure that they are learning that correct alignment and that muscle memory in the correct way. And so I do joke with my dancers about having dance approved or ballet approved buns. And it's one thing to get the hair up in a bun where it looks really great and you look like a ballet dancer. It's another thing to actually have it last the whole dance class. And so this isn't something you have to feel bad about or that dancers need to feel bad about if their hair falls down. It's something I always just laugh and joke and say maybe we need a few more pins in there the next time. Because that is something to remember, is that when you're in these upper division levels, you are jumping and turning and you're being really active, and so you want to try to put the bun up with something more than just like a little hair tie. You want to actually have some bobby pins in there. So there are really big, and I don't have them here with me, I meant to have them. There are some really big bobby pins you can get if you have thick hair or long hair. That will help the hair stay up. But also even just a little baggy, or I know some of our dancers have decorated little Altoid tins with bobby pins on them. Just make sure your dancer has some bobby pins in their bag. And that way, if the hair is up or it starts to fall, they can just stick a few more in there. But you really do need more than a hairnet and more than a hair tie to have the bun stay up the whole time. And there is this like kind of misconception that the hairnet adds security. The hairnet does not add security at all for buns. It really helps like the strays. So if you have layers and you have those hairs that are sticking out and you just can't get them in, it helps get those all nice and flat. And that's really important for the concert because the stage lights will catch that and you'll be really able to see them. But you don't have to have a hairnet for everyday class because it really doesn't add that much security. You're welcome to if you want to, but if you're choosing between the two, you want to go with bobby pins. And if you're coming straight from school, there are some hairstyles that would still get the effect of the hair out of the way and off of the face and neck that are not necessarily buns if the bun is hard for you or it takes a long time. So you can always like have your dancer wear their hair in a French braid or something to school. And if it's in the French braid, then all you would need to do is tuck it. I actually used to have to wear my hair like this for concerts when I was younger. Your hair's in the French braid in one braid, or maybe it's two. You can just tuck that braid up underneath and pin it in there, and it's off of the face and neck. You could maybe have your dancer wear their hair in 2 braids, and then you just bobby pin those braids up and around out of the way. When I was younger, I used to just do, if your hair's like a medium length, you can like put your hair in a low ponytail and then just twist up the ponytail and clip it in with like a long barrette clip or something. So there are some hacks, some easy ways where you can just pull it in as long as it's secure and it's going to stay up. We have dancers that do pigtail buns. You could do a French twist. The older you get, the more the dancers start experimenting. You just look on Pinterest for some hairstyles. The older you get, the more the dancers start experimenting with different ways to get their hair up. So as long as it's up and it's secure, I will say I'm not a fan of the side bun because then again you're trying to like balance and find your center and the whole center of gravity is off because the bun's on the side of your head, and it also is really hard for a teacher to see if they're stacked up and if they're aligned that way. So, but if it's not something like that, you're welcome to explore different hairstyles, especially those of you that are coming straight from school. So maybe, or you just wear your hair in a high ponytail on the day that you're coming to dance, and if your hair is short enough, you can just whip it around a few times, put some bobby pins in. Lots of different easy ways to do that. One thing I will say about the little bun makers, you know, those little sponges and you put the hair over it, those do look really pretty and they work well for some hair, like especially short hair. A lot of times if you have short hair and you think, oh, I can't make it into a bun, that will help you get it into a bun, and it's short enough where you can probably be secure with that. For longer hair, those, while they look pretty, aren't always secure. Those tend to fall out a lot. So you either maybe want to try a different way of getting your hair into a bun with that, or adding some bobby pins or extra hair ties or something, and just always have the dancer shake their head side to side, up and down, and jump around a little bit. And if they feel it moving, then they can have them do it themselves, stick the little pins in wherever they feel like it's loose. And then even for modern jazz classes, if the only class your child takes is modern jazz, I think the tendency is to say, well, we don't need to have a bun. And while you wouldn't have to, you may want to think about if your hair is long in that ponytail, if you just test it out in a ponytail and you try to whip your head side to side, if you're getting whacked in the face, you're going to get whacked in the face when you're dancing, even in a modern and jazz class. And so even for those people, I would think about a braid or a bun or something like that to get it out of the way. So lots of easy ways for you guys to do that. If you have a hack on how to get your hair into a bun easily, or your child's hair into a bun, or even, like I said, just twist it up with a little barrette or something, or that's a style that I haven't mentioned, just post it in the comments below, and we would love to hear more ideas you guys have on ways to get the hair up easily for dance class. So some upcoming events that we have. A big one for us is Fall Fun Fest this weekend. So if you do dance with us on Fridays, just know that the parking will be a little crazy around the square. But our companies will be debuting. They'll all, for the very first time, be performing their dances for this season at 10:30. And we're finalizing the exact location of where the stage will be for that. But it's 10:30, Stations of Imagination. And you'll see them all out in their bright company t-shirts out there. So we encourage you, even if you don't have a dancer in company, this is a great thing to come watch, to be a part of. It's a great time to see the dances, see all your friends dance and perform. So that's this Saturday, don't miss that. And then you probably already got an email with the new app that we have. And so if you're currently dancing with us, if you're dancing with us, check your email. Today you should be getting instructions on how to register and download this app. We really encourage you to do that on your phone. You'll get push notifications, and this is a way for our teachers to stay in touch with you and to let you know what the kids are learning in class. We know it's really hard in dance. You don't get to sit and watch like you do in some other activities, and even if you're watching on the monitors downstairs, it's hard sometimes to see exactly what's going on. And we know kids don't always tell you what's going on when they get home either. So this is a really easy way for our teachers. It's safe, it's secure, it's not like posting on social media where that image or that video will go straight to just your class and the people that were there. And so check that out. Know that our staff, we're still in this 30-day trial period of it, so our staff is still figuring it out as well. So that doesn't mean you're going to get a bunch of stuff this week. We're going to be testing that out this week and see how it goes. But we're hoping that this will work, and then come spring, it'll be really helpful around concert time as well. So make sure you check that out. We are also releasing a new little mini season, a couple classes that will meet for just 6 to 8 weeks. So if you or a friend are interested in dancing but don't maybe want to commit to the whole semester or the whole year, this is going to be a great fit for you. So please stay tuned for more information on that. It'll start here in the next few weeks, and it'll just run for about 6 or 8 weeks. It's a great introduction to dance. And then, as always, we are still enrolling for fall classes. Our classes are filling. A lot of them are really full, but where we do have space available, we are enrolling, and that will only last probably for about the next 6 weeks or 8 weeks, because when it's time to order costumes and all of that for concert gets set, we don't always have enough room to add other people in there. So if you're interested and you've been waiting to jump into class, do that. If you have a friend that's been interested in class, now is the time to get them in. Of course, we do a free trial, so anyone can try a free class, or you can try another class that you've been thinking about for free as well. And we've got our winter concert coming up December 2nd, and we're enrolling. If you enroll by tomorrow, you get entered to win free tickets. So you can see our video from last week for all the fun details on that. This is a great way for your dancer to get enrolled and try some new dance styles and get more performing opportunities. And if you're like thinking about company but you weren't ready to commit to that this year, this is a great like pre-company experience with coming to outside rehearsals and getting some extra performing opportunities. So thank you guys for watching today. I know that a lot of our views will come in after we post this publicly. So thank you all for hanging out with me. Next week, we're going to be talking about what your dancer is doing in class, and are they getting a focus on training or on experience? And that will help you kind of gauge what your dancer is doing, what do you value in class. Are they getting exposed to enough new material? Is it too much old material? And so that'll be a fun discussion next week. Again, if you have any other questions that you would like me to answer on a weekly basis, just send them our way. Thank you so much for hanging out and have a great day.